Watch the narcissist in action. The narcissist is replaced. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. We continue with an analysis of the interaction between a narcissist and her victim. Naturally, the narcissist regards a victim as his or her possession. This applies whether we're in a relationship with you and when we're not. Even when the formal relationship has ended, you are an appliance that belongs to us. And often, should the narcissist be aware that you are seeing someone else, as you're perfectly entitled to do, that wounds the narcissist. Irrespective of how in your world the narcissist has no basis for complaint whatsoever, after all, they're a free agent. The relationship has ended. That doesn't matter. The narcissist, wounded, has their control of that victim threatened and must do something to get that control back. Invariably, that means a hoover takes place. Sometimes the narcissist might seek to seduce the escaped victim or disengaged victim, again drawing them back in. In other instances, it's malign in nature, trying to browbeat the individual into a position of control. In this instance, we continue with the examination of the dynamic that has gone on between Jenny, the narcissist, and Chris, the victim. Here, the narcissist is driven to the home of the intimate partner, primary source victim. He is now the former IPPS. Outside of the home, there's a motor vehicle which belongs to the former IPPS's female friend. This person is called Trillian. I don't think there's anything to do with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The narcissist is convinced, driven by paranoia, that Trillian and the former IPPS are involved in an intimate relationship. Now, it might be that they are just friends, but the fact that she's a girl and he's a boy and they're together, well, that is enough for a narcissist to assume that there's something going on. Even if there is something going on between them, the narcissist is no longer with the IPPS, and in the circumstances, this means that the narcissist's paranoia drives them to assert control over this individual, suggesting, look, you're misbehaving. You shouldn't be with this person. You're cheating. The narcissist completely loses sight of the fact as to whether they're in a relationship or not. Instead, it's all about the fact of, you belong to me, you're not allowed to do these things without my approval or sanction. And here, because in effect the narcissist has been replaced by somebody else, this causes substantial wounding, and you see the reaction of the narcissist to this threat. The narcissist performs a physical hoover, turning up at the property, and you can see in the video footage that she bangs on the door and the window. The CCTV records this. There then is the case of further behaviours. And so what you have are a series of voicemails, further hoovers by the narcissist against the victim, but also some video footage which shows the behaviour of the narcissist when she turns up with a physical hoover. Let's watch and listen to the footage, and then I'll break it down for you.
Can't answer because Butterface fucking cunt is there again? What the fuck is wrong with you? How dare you not answer the fucking door when I came again to give you a hug? But no, that fucking cunt was there, so you couldn't open the door. Are you fucking goddamn kidding me? You didn't open because I was knocking on your window? I knocked on your window after ringing your doorbell and knocking on the door for fucking whatever. Then I figured you were in there fucking that fucking ugly-ass bitch cunt, scumbag fucking piece of shit. If I see her fucking car again, I will slash her fucking tires, and I will write Butterface fucking whore on all of her fucking windows. Believe that, bitch. So you are fucking her. She's there right fucking now. You fucking piece of shit. You don't want to open your door? You don't want to answer the phone because you're fucking someone else. Fuck you. I fucking hate you. Did you just really call me a lying fucking whore? When I asked you, when was the last time you talked to Trillian? You sat there and said, oh, I didn't talk to her yesterday. Oh, let me think. Oh, it must have been Friday. You fucking goddamn lying piece of dog shit. You fucking talked to her that same day, multiple times, sending her flirty texts, telling her you miss her fucking ugly ass butterface, telling her twice I miss your fucking ugly ass butterface, telling her you fucking, she wins the prize in your eyes. Fucking kill yourself! I swear to God, Christopher, if you do not come tonight and hold me and make right by me, I swear to fucking God. Do you think I didn't know that you were fucking her this whole fucking time? Do you think that I didn't know that because you weren't answering your phone that she's fucking there? Who the fuck are you? You just asked me to come over and she's fucking there and you're fucking her and you won't answer the fucking phone and door? But you want to call me and ask me to fucking come over all night? I fucking hate you and I will not stop until you're fucking married. Do you understand? You're a fucking dirty, disgusting piece of shit, cheating, lying piece of shit. I fucking hate you.
But you can dish it, but you can't take it. You've always been that way. You sure can dish it, but if I give it right back to you, you freak the fuck out. You fucking chose that piece of shit cunt over me. Fuck you. You will pay. Goodbye. Don't that fucking sound like Satan? You don't even know what Satan is. You will fucking rot in hell for choosing that fucking cunt, butterface piece of shit. Goodbye. I hope you fucking die.
You want to talk about ego? You have the biggest fucking ego of anyone I've ever met. Are you fucking kidding me? You know, when you just want to sit there and lecture me, it makes me want to punch you in the dick. That is not a conversation. That is not how you talk to someone. You don't just sit there and lecture and tell them they can't speak. A conversation is two people talking. That is how you have a conversation. That is how you have a relationship. You don't get to just sit there and lecture and give your point of view and what you think is correct and what you do and this and that. Blah, 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 blah. And you know what else? When you lie or you want to tell me something and I don't believe you, I don't sit there and keep questioning you. I just say to myself, well, I'm going to try to trust. I'm going to choose to trust that he's telling me the truth right now. And so I do that. When I have doubts that you're telling me the truth, I don't sit there and keep telling you that you lied about this and this and this and this and this in the past. No, I choose to believe you. We want to talk about stupid fucking games? What have you been doing with this dumb bitch this whole time? Those are stupid fucking games. I was extremely irritated. The enormous waste of gas and time that I just spent. I was going to tell you about it. But no, you just want to hang up on me. First of all, I don't like confrontation in any way, shape, or form. How fucking awkward would that be for me to go over there and say, hey, Chris told me that you heard me masturbating through the wall. and then start yelling at him about it. That's fucking weird. I don't ever want to talk to him about it ever. That's disgusting. I just don't talk to them. That's what I choose to do. I choose to not talk to them. You need to get something through your fat, fucking disgusting head. I have never slept with anyone else but you. I kind of wish that I did now, because you're such a fucking whore, cheater, piece of shit. I kind of wish that I had some other dude on the side. I can send you pictures of his dick and all kinds of stupid same pictures that you send to me. I really, really wish that I did have someone else. I could send you all kinds of shit. God, you make me sick. Can you explain to me why a bookkeeper, an office assistant needs a work phone? No office assistant job has ever had a work phone. That is complete bullshit. You did it to hurt me. That is exactly why you did that. You no longer want to hug me then. I asked you very nicely if you could tell me what you've done with that girl, and then you just hang up on me? What does that look like?
Let's deal first of all with what you've seen. The narcissist appears at the victim's house once again, a physical hoover by turning up. And you can see that there is pretty energetic hammering at the door. This is an attempt to cause the victim to respond. No response is provided. The narcissist knocks again. The failure to respond by the former intimate partner primary source wounds the narcissist, and already we see the ignited fury exhibiting itself with regard to the way that she's hammering on the door. It also looks at instances where she appears to be trying to force the door open as well. She then stands and waits, all the while not getting any response. Her narcissism is failing with regard to getting Chris under control. She then wanders off, perhaps to go around the rear of the property to try and gain entry that way, and then reappears. And the victim at this point emerges to see what's going on, and on seeing the narcissist reappear, beats a hasty retreat. The narcissist attempts to gain the attention of the victim, and once again fails, becoming wounded. At this juncture, the direct approach to assert control isn't working. It's repeatedly failing. And therefore, the narcissism is going to have to cause the narcissist to do something else. It essentially then opts for attacking property and causes the narcissist to wander up the road, pick up some dog feces, and then return and smear them over the non-intimate secondary source, Trillion's motor vehicle. Having done this, the narcissist then attempts to further assert control by returning to the front door after having smeared the feces on the vehicle. Presumably, the narcissist has shouted through the letterbox or through the door as to what they have done. And that provocation works because it actually then causes the former intimate partner primary source to emerge from the property. He comes out, wielding once again his phone, recording, and there's clearly an exchange of words between the former intimate partner primary source and the narcissist. Whenever she moves forward towards him, he backs off, clearly wary of the way that she behaves. Words continue to be exchanged, we don't know what was actually said, and eventually the narcissist withdraws, gets into the car, and leaves, leaving the victim to continue to mull over what has just been witnessed. But here you've seen a direct physical hoover, with the narcissist turning up to the property attempting to draw the attention of the former intimate partner primary source by hammering on the door. That fails. It appears she tries to gain entry around the rear of the property, returns, waits, and the victim does emerge, but as soon as he sees the narcissist, he ducks back inside. In order to provoke him, she then goes and collects a bag and disappears up the road, collects some dog feces, which is clearly seen, and smears it on the motor vehicle of the person she believes is having sexual relations with her former intimate partner primary source. Now, turning to the voicemail messages. The first one, the narcissist states, "Can't answer because butterface fucking cunt is there again." Triangulation and insult. What the fuck is wrong with you? How dare you not answer the fucking door when I came again to give you a hug? Now, of course, this strikes me as a revision of history. This is an individual who we've repeatedly seen the exhibition of heated fury from. And the suggestion that she's come to give a hug in these circumstances, when fury is ignited, of course, is ridiculous. She then states, "But no, that fucking cunt was there, so you couldn't open the door. Are you fucking goddamn kidding me? You didn't open it because I was knocking on your window. I knocked on your window after ringing your doorbell and knocking on the door for fucking ever." Exaggeration. "Then I figured you were in there fucking that fucking ugly ass bitch cunt scumbag fucking piece of shit. If I see her fucking car again, I will slash her fucking tires and I will write butterface fucking whore on all of her fucking windows. Believe that, bitch." Particularly vitriolic, ignited fury, containing a threat towards both the former intimate partner primary source and the non-intimate secondary source that is Trillian. No emotional empathy, of course, sense of entitlement to behave this way, rudimentary with regard to the manipulation that's being utilised. In the second message, the tone has shifted somewhat. The narcissist sounds upset, "So you are fucking her. She's there right fucking now, you fucking piece of shit. You don't want to open your door. You don't want to answer the phone because you're fucking someone else. Fuck you. I fucking hate you." More vitriol, the assertion of control attempted directly by a telephone call, which fails, meaning that she has to leave a voicemail message containing insult and nastiness. The fact is that because her paranoia causes her to believe that there's a sexual relationship taking place between the former IPPS and Trillian, that wounds her. And she has to do something to get him and her under control. That resulted in an attendance at the property and the calls thereafter when she's realised that Trillian is there. In the third message, the tone shifts. "Did you just really call me a lying fucking whore? When I asked you when was the last time you talked to Trillian, you sat there and said, 'Oh, I didn't talk to her yesterday, or let me think, oh, it must have been Friday.'" She mimics a dumb voice. Belittlement. Then there is the eruption of the fury once again. "You fucking goddamn lying piece of dog shit. You fucking talked to her that same day multiple times, sending her flirty texts." That's as maybe, but they're no longer in a relationship together, and therefore he's perfectly entitled to deal with who he wants. That doesn't get anywhere with the narcissist, of course. The fact that his attentions are elsewhere, even though they're not in a relationship, wounds that narcissist. Telling her, "Christ, I miss your fucking ugly butterface." Telling her she wins the prize in your eyes. "Fucking kill yourself," she screams. The fact of the wounding that this narcissist is suffering as a consequence of the person that she believes belongs to her is substantial. This is resulting in a vitriolic, heated response from her with these insults, rudimentary insults that are being flung in the direction of the intimate partner primary source. The next message. "I swear to God, Christopher, if you do not come tonight and hold me, make right by me, I swear to fucking God." Now, notice the compartmentalization that's taken place here. She basically wants to mess with their lives. She's going to slashed tyres, that she's telling him to kill himself, she's being nasty and vitriolic, but then in the next moment it's, come and see me tonight and hold me and make right by me. And that is a perfect example of the compartmentalization of the narcissist, that in one moment it's full of absolute hatred, and therefore, why on earth would you ever want to be with someone that you clearly hate so much? And then moments later, I want you to come and be with me. That shows how the narcissism deletes the record and shifts and results in the compartmentalization, something which many victims struggle to comprehend. The narcissist hoovers again. All of this situation of believing that the former intimate partner primary source is with somebody else is repeatedly causing wounding and is problematic. This time, the message is where the narcissist sounds upset. You think I didn't know that you were fucking her this whole fucking time? This, of course, is the necessity of showing omnipotence on the part of the narcissist, demonstrating grandiosity, but also suggesting to the victim that she knows everything about what he's doing. You think I didn't know that because you weren't answering your phone that she's fucking there? Who the fuck are you? You just asked me to come over and she's fucking there and you're fucking her and you won't answer the fucking phone and door, but you want to call me and ask me to come over all night. Again, this will be a revision of history whereby the self-absorbed nature of this narcissist is to suggest that he has been contacting her. I fucking hate you and I will not stop until you are fucking buried. Threat. You are the sad. You are the fucking dirty, disgusting piece of shit. Insult. Cheating, lying, piece of shit. Oh, I fucking hate you. More heated fury. Then another hoover. This time the narcissist is somewhat calmer. But you can dish it, but you can't take it. You've always been that way. Belittlement. You sure can dish it, but if I give it right back to you, you freak the fuck out. The narcissist then moves to a menacing tone. You fucking chose that piece of shit cunt over me. Fuck you. You will pay. Threat. Goodbye. I hope I fucking sounded like Satan. Grandiosity. You don't even know what Satan is. You fucking rot in hell for choosing that fucking cunt butterface piece of shit. Goodbye. I hope you fucking die. Threat. Insult. Triangulation in a malign fashion. And yet the narcissist comes back again, because what's happening is that the fact that he's not responding is not giving her the control that she requires, and her narcissism is basically saying he's with another woman, he's with another woman, he's another woman, and that is threatening her need for control. Another hoover. You want to talk about ego? You have the biggest fucking ego of anyone I've ever met. Are you fucking kidding me? Once again, demonstrating the need to try and assert control. Then hoovers again. You know when you just want to sit there and lecture me, it makes me want to punch you in the dick. Threat. That is not a conversation. That is not how you talk to someone. You don't just sit there and lecture and tell them they can't speak. A conversation is two people talking. Condescending. This is how you have a conversation. That is how you have a relationship. You don't get to just sit there and lecture and give your point of view and what you think is correct and what you do and this and that. Blah, 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 blah. Do you know what else? When you lie or you want to tell me something and I don't believe you, I don't sit there and keep questioning you. I just say to myself, well, I'm going to try to trust. I'm going to choose to trust that he's telling me the truth right now. And so I do that. When I have doubts that you're telling me the truth, I don't sit there and keep telling you that. You lied about this and this and this and this and this in the past. No, I choose to believe you. An attempt to make the victim feel guilty. Accordingly, as a consequence of the paranoia of the narcissist, there's this eruption of heated fury, whereby the presence of another female, which shows that the narcissist may well have been replaced, causes her to erupt in this fashion to try and deal with the threat to control. A physical attendance and repeated voicemails, demonstrating the way that this individual has a very low threshold on her ignited fury. This concludes our series between Jenny and Chris. In terms of what type of narcissist is she? Well, dealing with cadre. She's not cerebral. The level of her language suggests that that's not the case. And we'd also remove elite. From what can be seen in the pixelated images and the CCTV, it's someone who seems to look after their body reasonably well, doesn't appear to necessarily be particularly well off, and of course there's repeated reference to sexual activity. Although, of course, she'll have the victim mentality of all narcissists, there's nothing from the material that would stand out to suggest that she would be of the victim cadre. Of course, we don't have a whole load of information about the way that she necessarily lives her life to make a complete analysis of cadre, but on what's presented, the most likely outcome would be somatic. Turning to the issue of school, well, what we can say is she's certainly not a greater, and we'll dispense with that straight away. We have an individual who repeatedly has recourse to physical violence, an individual who repeatedly shows heated, ignited fury, an individual which uses verbal violence, an individual that uses profanity repeatedly, an individual who has destroyed property, an individual that shows a low threshold on ignited fury, an individual who is superficial in the way that they behave, an individual that utilises threat, an individual who doesn't appear to utilise any kind of facade whatsoever. Witness the behaviours that are taking place in front of her child and in front of the employee. This is an individual who is quick to ignite, and given the fact that no facade exists, we can exclude mid-range. She certainly doesn't appear to have the charm and charisma that would be associated with upper lesser type A. You might describe her as bullying, and she certainly seems to be bombastic and belligerent in some of her behaviours, but she doles out too many pity plays really to be upper lesser type B. It doesn't appear to be the case that she necessarily works either, and therefore ultimately what we're looking at is someone who's either lower lesser or middle lesser. Given the fact that there are repeated instances of pity plays which are a mid-range behaviour, and she exhibits insecurity, which is also a mid-range behaviour, the most likely outcome is that she is a lesser but has a touch of the mid-range about her. Not sufficient enough to place her within lower mid-range, but rather to make her middle lesser. Accordingly, the outcome for this individual, primarily based upon the way that she ignites with heated fury very quickly and repeatedly utilises rudimentary manipulations, which include verbal violence, physical violence, and destruction of property, combined with some threat, is that ultimately she would be deemed to be middle lesser. I trust you found this series useful in terms of understanding more about the way that a narcissist behaves. Please ensure that you share it with other people and that you like the videos. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for watching.